Authorities say Nigeria is losing more than $1 billion annually to medical tourism as tens of thousands of Nigerians travel abroad in search of the best treatment. Nigeria's health ministry says it is building 6 world-class health centers to address the issue. But as Timothy Obiezu reports from Abuja, not even the president seems to trust healthcare in Nigeria.
Former Nigerian lawmaker Ibrahim Bello lost both his parents to diabetes. He feared the disease might run in the family, so he went for a medical exam. Unhappy with the quality of medical care at home, he flew to India like many of Nigeria's well-to-do.
Comparative analysis between Nigerian case and where I passed through in India, honestly, I cannot do it here. Because the margin is so wide that every Nigerian who has any health issue, his prayer is how can he be moved to India.
Bello is one of tens of thousands of Nigerians per year who opt to travel abroad for treatment. Health officials and some medical professionals argue that good care is available in the country at private clinics.
I don't see why any Nigerian patient should go outside Nigeria to have a transplant when we can do it for them in Nigeria.
But for those who can't afford private care or medical tourism, there are a few good options. In April 2001, heads of state of African Union countries met and pledged to set a target of allocating at least 15% of their annual budgets to improve the health sector. Despite the pledge, Nigeria has not reached that goal. The state medical system is in the bottom ranks of global surveys. To provide better access to high-quality care, authorities plan to build 6 new medical centers across the country.
So these centers of excellence are supposed to deliver those cares, those interventions that people would naturally go outside to seek. Things like cancer treatments, brain tumors, brain surgeries, and fine surgery interventions.
But even President Muhammadu Buhari, with access to the best health care in Nigeria, made several trips in his first term to Britain for medical care. In April, he railed against Nigeria's poor response to public health crisis, outbreaks of deadly disease, and mass migration of doctors. Few Nigerians would disagree and are waiting to see what Buhari will do about it. Timothy Obiezu for VOA News, Abuja.
Some Ivorian farmers are taking advantage of every avenue possible to realize their biggest harvest. In Sikensi and Abidjan, an Ivorian agri-tech company is introducing locally assembled and programmed drones to help farmers boost their production output. It's part of a drive in the agricultural sector to use technology to increase crop yields.
Palm tree farmer Emmanuel Odo looks on as engineers prep a drone at his farm in Sikensi, 80 kilometers outside of Ivory Coast commercial capital, Abidjan. Odo is amongst a growing number of farmers turning to the use of drone technology to help boost crop production. The days of back-breaking work ended for Odo after he sought help from an Ivorian company that specializes in precision agriculture.
In the past, we would physically irrigate the farm, but today, with this technology, we can irrigate the crops from above with the use of drones, as well as spraying fertilizers from above. That's why I was very interested in this new technology. I wanted this company, Investive Group, to work with us and help our workers.
Precision agriculture incorporates technology like drones, sensors or GPS devices that allow farmers and researchers to monitor and optimize crop growth and assist in conserving resources such as soil and water. Fronted by 2 young Ivorian engineers, Investive Group uses drones to capture aerial imagery of crops and other features of farms. The data is then analyzed to identify the types of crops, the potential yield and health, as well as whether the crops have been damaged by pests or the weather. According to the World Bank, agriculture is an important driver of Ivory Coast economy, accounting for 22% of GDP and more than 75% of exports. Investive Group CEO Abubakar Karim says farmers must embrace technology and innovation.
When we talk about precision agriculture, it's really about being able to identify and pinpoint the exact areas of the farm that may have issues. For example, based on data received from the drone, we're able to assess the health of the crops or areas that need a boost in growth. And we compare and contrast to find out if there are issues around water irrigation or issues around fertility and so on.
Problèmes au niveau du stress hydrique, des problèmes de fertilité.
Côte d'Ivoire Drone is another company facilitating access to drones technology in Ivory Coast. Led by Moroccan-born entrepreneur Marouna Jabba, Côte d'Ivoire Drone assembles and programs drones locally, which Jabba says was not possible just 2 years ago.
It was challenging for us at the beginning, but it has become easier over time. We can now assemble up to 4 drones a day. If we have all the pieces here, we can actually put out 4 drones a day.
Tech entrepreneurs like Jabba believe that despite a considerable deficit in technical skills, Africa is ripe for innovation in the aerospace industry and, if harnessed, can have ripple effects on other sectors.